All right, today we're going to talk about a tiny molecule you've probably never even heard of. But here's the thing, it might just be one of the most important molecules for your overall health. We're talking about a forgotten nutrient that works silently inside your gut, but its effects, oh, they're felt everywhere, from your brain all the way to your immune system. You've seen this happen, right? It's a maddening question. As Dr. Leonid Kim points out, one person can eat a certain way and just thrive. They lose weight, they feel amazing. And then someone else eats the exact same food and struggles. So what gives? Well, the answer might not be in the food itself, but in how our bodies, and specifically our gut bacteria, decide to use that food. And that brings us to a hidden player working deep inside of us. Okay, so take a look at this list. At first glance, these things seem totally disconnected, right? I mean, constant fatigue, skin problems, anxiety. What could possibly be the common thread here? Well, it turns out all of these issues can often be traced back to the health of your gut lining and the presence or the absence of one single powerful molecule. So it's time to meet the hero of our story, butyrate. Now, this isn't some fancy, expensive supplement or a rare superfood from a faraway land. No, it's something your own body is brilliantly designed to produce, and it is absolutely crucial for the health of your gut. So, what is this stuff exactly? Well, butyrate is what's called a short-chain fatty acid. The easiest way to think about it is as a tiny packet of energy and information that's created right in your gut. So when you eat things like fiber and resistant starch, the stuff your own cells can't really digest, it travels all the way down to your colon. And that's where your good gut bacteria are waiting. For them, it's a feast. And through a process called fermentation, they produce butyrate as this amazing thank you gift back to you. I just love this analogy from Dr. Kim because it's so perfect. See, while most of your body can run on glucose for energy, the cells that line your colon, they actually prefer butyrate. It's their number one high-performance fuel source. It's what keeps them strong, healthy, and doing their job right. And this slide really shows you why that fuel is so incredibly critical. Just look at the left side first. With low butyrate, your colon cells are literally starving. They get weak. This can create tiny gaps, a condition you might have heard of called leaky gut, and through those gaps, undigested food and toxins can slip right into your bloodstream. This basically sounds a fire alarm throughout your whole body, creating system-wide inflammation. Remember that list of symptoms? Fatigue, achy joints, brain fog? That inflammation is very often the hidden culprit. But now, look at the right. With plenty of butyrate, those cells are energized. They form a tight, strong protective barrier that keeps your gut secure and your whole system calm. But the story does not end at the gut wall. Not even close. In fact, that's really just where it begins. Because butyrate's benefits radiate out through your entire body, giving it some pretty incredible superpowers that influence our most critical systems. First up, let's talk about its role in your immune system. Butyrate isn't just about fighting things off. It's about intelligence and balance. You can think of it like the conductor of a symphony orchestra, making sure every single part works in perfect harmony. As Dr. Jin Sung explains, butyrate helps manage these crucial immune cells called T regulatory cells. The best way to think about them? They're the peacekeepers of your immune system. They're the ones who tell your body when to attack a real threat, but just as important, they're the ones who tell it when to stand down. By keeping these peacekeepers happy and balanced, butyrate calms down excessive inflammation and helps prevent the immune system from overreacting, which is a key factor in autoimmune conditions. Okay, get ready for this next one, because it is absolutely fascinating. The exact same molecule that's being made down in your gut plays a surprisingly direct role in protecting your brain. For starters, butyrate actually strengthens the blood-brain barrier. That's like the master gatekeeper that shields your brain from toxins. It also reduces inflammation inside the brain, which we now know is a major factor in diseases like Alzheimer's. But this last point here might be the biggest deal of all. Butyrate supports something called BDNF. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for your brain. It's a powerful protein that helps your brain grow new neurons and is absolutely fundamental for learning and making new memories. And finally, butyrate is a quiet master of our metabolic health. It influences everything from your blood sugar roller coaster to your hunger and fullness cues. So how's it do it? Well, with more butyrate, your cells just get better at listening to insulin. This helps you handle glucose from your food more efficiently and helps you avoid those big energy crashes after a meal. It also boosts a hormone called GLP-1, which makes you feel full. And yes, that's the very same hormone targeted by drugs like Ozempic. And at the same time, it helps lower ghrelin, the hormone that's always screaming, "I'm hungry." All right, so after all of that, you're probably thinking, okay, I want more of this stuff. How do I get it? Well, the great news is your body already knows exactly how to make it. You just have to give it the right raw materials to work with. It really boils down to three simple core strategies. First, and this is the most important one, you have to feed the gut bacteria that actually produce the butyrate. Second, adding in certain healthy fats can help those good bacteria thrive. And third, just get moving. A little physical activity can also give you a fantastic boost. Okay, so let's get specific. What does this actually look like on your plate? To really feed your butyrate producers, you want to focus on two key things: fermentable fiber and resistant starch. Resistant starch is a true powerhouse. You can find it in things like potatoes or rice that have been cooked and then cooled, and even in green, unripe bananas. Then, for that awesome fermentable fiber, you're looking at things like legumes, asparagus, and oats. It really is all about giving your gut microbes the fuel they need to do their job. And hey, if you want a little extra boost, try adding in more omega-3 fatty acids from foods like fatty fish or walnuts. They actually work together with the fiber to help the right kinds of bacteria grow. And please don't forget to move. Research shows that even moderate aerobic exercise can directly increase your levels of short-chain fatty acids, including our hero, butyrate. When you really think about it, it all comes down to this. Every single meal is a set of instructions. It's a message you're sending to the trillions of microbes living inside you. They take that food, they turn it into molecules like butyrate, and those molecules send powerful signals all throughout your body. So I'll leave you with this thought. What message are you sending today?